Tun Ahmad Sarji bin Abdul Hamid, pengerusi IKIM, diiringi oleh para jemputan khas.
Announcing the arrival of guest of honor Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Ahmad Sarji bin Abdul Hamid, Chairman of IKIM.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin wa bihi nasta'in wa nusalli ala rasulihil karim sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, dan selamat datang diucapkan kepada Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Ahmad Sarji bin Abdul Hamid, pengerusi IKIM. Yang Berbahagia Datuk Dr. Azizan binti Baharudin, Ketua Pengarah IKIM. Yang Berbahagia Datuk Azmi bin Abdul Aziz, Ketua Pengarah Arkib Negara Malaysia. Yang Amat Arif Datuk Dr. Haji Muhammad Naim bin Haji Mokhtar, Ketua Pengarah Jabatan Kehakiman Syariah Malaysia. Para tetamu kehormat, wakil-wakil jabatan, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang sedang menonton secara dalam talian, rakan-rakan media dan para pendengar radio IKIM.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wa bihi nasta'in. To the guest of honor, distinguished guests, our media partners, ladies and gentlemen, and watching us online. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Welcome to the Institute of Islamic Understanding Malaysia, IKIM, for the launching ceremony of the IKIM Library Special Collection on Islamic Civilization.
Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun, bagi memberkati majlis pada hari ini, dipersilakan Encik Muhammad Zafri Abdul Karim, Pegawai Perpekanan IKIM, untuk memimpin bacaan doa.
Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun, to begin our ceremony, we would like to call upon Mr. Muhammad Zafri Abdul Karim, IKIM Senior Library Officer, to recite the doa.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. ورب العرش العظيم الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد الأمين المبعوث رحمة للعالمين. Ya Allah, Ya Qahar, di hari yang mulia ini kami berdoa memohon kehadrat-Mu, Ya Allah. Satukanlah dan perteguhkanlah hati-hati kami di bawah keredaan-Mu. Lahirkanlah perasaan persaudaraan, berkasih sayang, bermuafakat. Tanamkanlah ke dalam jiwa kami sifat sabar, tekun dalam melaksanakan tugas yang diamanahkan, serta dipermudahkan segala urusan kami, khususnya dalam majlis pelancaran koleksi khas tamadun Islam. Ya Alim, Ya Khabir, bersempena dengan majlis pelancaran ini, kami memohon kepadamu, Ya Allah, agar ilmu dan hikmah yang terkandung dalam koleksi khas tamadun Islam dapat dimanfaatkan dan menjadi rujukan kepada masyarakat, khususnya para penyelidik yang akan melaksanakan pendidikan dalam bidang tamadun Islam, serta menjadi pemangkin kepada tradisi pembudayaan ilmu. Allahumma ja'al jam'ana hadha jam'an marhuma wa tafarraqna min ba'dihi tafarruqan ma'suma wa la taj'al fina wa la ma'ana shaqiyan wa la matrudan wa la mahruma. Rabbi zidna ilman nafi'a warzuqna fahma wasi'a. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adzaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala sayidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Taqabbalallahu minkum.
Terima kasih diucapkan kepada Encik Zafri di atas bacaan doa.
It is our great honor to invite Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Ahmad Sarji bin Abdul Hamid, Chairman of IKIM, to deliver his speech.
Dengan segala hormatnya, dipersilakan.
Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yang berbahagia Al-Ali Lembaga Pengarah IKIM, yang berbahagia Datuk Dr. Azizan dan Dr. Zaidi, Yang bahagia Datuk Azmi, Ketua Pengarah Hakim Negara, oleh kerana dengan limpah keizinan dan inayahnya, maka kita dapat hadir pada pagi ini sempena majlis pelancaran koleksi khas Tamadun Islam bagi Perpustakaan Institut Kefahaman Islam Malaysia, IKIM. Selawat dan salam kita sampaikan kepada junjungan teramat mulia Rasul Penamat Nubuwah Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam yang telah mendidik umat baginda agar memuliakan ilmu, majlis ilmu dan juga ahli ilmu. Bagi manfaat para penonton dan pendengar di peringkat antarabangsa yang sedang mengikuti majlis ini melalui TV IKIM, Radio IKIM dan Facebook Live, saya mohon izin untuk meneruskan ucapan ini dalam bahasa Inggeris. Allah the Almighty said in Surah Al-Alaq, was who taught by the pen, taught man that which he knew not. In pursuit of this Quranic injunction, the Institute of Islamic Understanding Malaysia in the year 2008 acquired 8,001 multilingual volumes of rare and antiquarian works on various subjects on the civilization of Islam. This most treasured intellectual property forms an important part of IKIM Library and is called the Special Collection on Islamic Civilization. This special collection were originally the personal collections of distinguished Western academics and researchers on the civilization of Islam, namely Professor Emeritus Dr. Man Z. Medina, who died in the year 2013 from Columbia University, Professor Dr. Marilyn Jenkins Madina, the Curator Emerita of the Department of Islamic Art at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and Professor Emeritus Dr. Jerome W. Clinton, who died in the year 2003 of Princeton University. The acquisition of this special collection was done through Ars Libri Limited, a world-renowned professional agent recognized by the Antiquarian Booksellers Association of America, the International League of Antiquarian Booksellers, and the International Fine Print Dealers Association. Distinguished guests, IKIM is eternally grateful to the government, in particular the 5th Prime Minister, who also happened to be a friend of mine, a good one too, Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi, who approved the funds, and our third Secretary General, who is here today, Datuk Dr. Said Ali Taufik Al-Atas, for the identification and subsequent shouldering the administrative burden leading to the acquisition of the special, which cost US $2.5 million. I wish to thank IKIM Honorary Fellow Professor Tatiana Denisova for her scholarly inputs in the arduous task of cataloging this special collection, as well as the publication of a special brochure which we are presenting to each of you a copy for the honor of your presence this morning. This special collection, this special publication in both printed and electronic forms shall be available for purchase through IKIM. Ladies and gentlemen, the special collection has many monumental works in different languages, on architecture to decorative arts, to the lesser known works on arms and armors, textiles, ceramics, metalwork, glassworks, and the decorative features which give the Muslim arts their distinctive character, covering the various geographical domains from the Muslim heartland of the Arabian Peninsula to Turkey, Persia, Muslim Northern Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, Spain, Indian subcontinent, Central Asia, and also the Malay archipelago. One may ask, what makes this collection invaluable? I am told that there are 4 determining criteria, namely provenance, rare, scarcity, and significance. Firstly, as mentioned earlier, the volumes of works acquired were the personal collections of 3 accomplished scholars and researchers on the civilization of Islam from distinguished institutions in the United States of America, thus fulfilling the criterion of provenance. Secondly, the collection comprises works in almost 20 languages in the world, including Hebrew, French, German, Latin, Spanish, Italian, Dutch, Greek, Turkish, and Arabic, and which is rare compared with most libraries in Southeast Asia. Thirdly, the collection consists of works which are either first editions, specially published with limited copies, or are no longer in print, thus fulfilling the criteria of scarcity. And fourthly, the collection contains a number of oversized books published between the 17th and 20th century, which are not to be found physically in other libraries in Malaysia, and most likely in other countries in Southeast Asia too, hence fulfilling the criterion of significance. Distinguished guests, it is worthy of note that in the special collection, 912 volumes were published before the year 1950, including 1 title published in the 17th century, 4 titles published in the 18th century, and 114 titles in the 19th century. Ladies and gentlemen, of current interest to all of you, the IKIM Library is also now in possession of 4 complete sets of scholarly journals, namely, number 1, Arabic Sciences and Philosophy, published by Cambridge University Press and Periodical Service Company since 1991, numbering 29 volumes. Number 2, the Bulletin of the School of Oriental and African Studies, published by the School of Oriental and African Studies, University of London, since 1939, numbering 82 volumes. Number 3, International Journal of Middle East Studies, published by Cambridge University Press since 1970, numbering 51 volumes. And number 4, Modern Asian Studies, published by Cambridge University Press since 1967, numbering 53 volumes. Ladies and gentlemen, the ownership of this collection of journals has made IKIM Library as one of the few libraries in Malaysia and perhaps in Southeast Asia having such treasure. Ladies and gentlemen, the special collection again according to our honorary fellow, Professor Tatiana Denisova, could provide the gems and the materials for at least 2 research projects. Research project 1 may be on Russian Islamic studies on Islamic civilization. One of the features of Russian Islamic studies is its particular objective approach to the study of Islam and assessments of its role in world history. Compared with European Orientalists, Russian works have been less influenced by Eurocentrism and have long been accustomed to live side by side with their Muslim neighbors. Therefore, obtaining a deeper understanding of the realities of Islamic civilization. The special collection contains more than 400 items in the Russian language on Islamic art, history, literature, language, etc. All these subjects are written by well-known scholars. Forgive me for mispronunciation of these Russian names. There are G. Sablukov, 1803 to 1880. Second, Bartol, 1869 to 1930. Then I. Krachevkovsky, 1883 to 1951. A. Krimsky, 1971 to 19... N. Pigulevskaya, 1894 to 1970, E. Davidovich, 1922 to 2013, and F. Atsamba, 1922 to 2016. Research project number 2 may be on Islam and Islamic civilization within the context of Hebrew studies. During the 19th to 20th century, the Jewish Oriental studies focused on the elevation of Islam as a rational religion and its relationship to Judaism. In their studies of the Quran, European scholars were fascinated by Islam and its monotheism, rationalism, openness to science and philosophy, rejection of anthropomorphism, and adherence to a religious law based on ethics. The Jewish scholars' works emphasize the tolerance of Muslim societies towards the Jewish people and other non-Muslims in opposition to Christianity. They aligned Islam with Judaism and found a lot of similar key points in history, philosophy, as well as in some theological aspects. The Jewish scholars in Islamic studies include Heinrich Graetz, 1818 to 1891, Ignaz Goldziher, 1850-1921, Gustav Grunenbaum, 1909-1972, Shlomo Goiten, 1900 to 1985, Franz Rosenthal, 1914 to 2003. The special collection also contains 5 Hebrew Studies scientific journals, namely, number 1, the American Jewish Archives, USA, 1948 to 1995, the Israeli Exploration Journal, published in Israel, 1950 to 1996, the Journal of Palestine Studies, published in UK, 1971 to 2006, 4. Journal of Semitic Studies, published in the UK, 1956 to 2011, and 5. Palestine Exploration Quarterly, published in the UK, 1869 to 2000. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to ensure that this priceless national asset in the special collection shall be preserved for posterity, IKIM is in discussion with the National Archive of Malaysia, whose distinguished Director General, Dr. Azmi bin Abdul Aziz, is present today, on the ways and means of taking good care of the books, including the restoration of damaged copies, which I understand he's working on 2 of our volumes, and the digitalization of this special collection. I thank Dr. Azmi for his great interest in our enterprise. The ultimate result of this discussion will be the signing of a memorandum of agreement between National Archive of Malaysia and the Institute of Islamic Understanding Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that this special collection will attract the interest of scholars and researchers. The special collection volumes have been fully catalogued and are now accessible for online search via IKIM Library website. The use of the special collection will be governed by rules and regulations as are found in other more established institutions with similar collections, namely the Bodleian Library at Oxford University, Cambridge University Library, and our own National Library. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan sekalian, bagi pihak ahli-ahli lembaga pengarah IKIM, saya mengucapkan terima kasih di atas kehadiran tetamu dan jemputan yang menjadikan majlis ini sungguh bermakna. Kita memberi setinggi-tinggi penghargaan kepada Ketua Pengarah IKIM yang bahagia Datuk Dr. Azizan binti Baharudin, dan juga khas kepada yang bahagia Dr. Muhammad Zaidi bin Ismail, Timbalan Ketua Pengarah, dan Encik Muhammad Zafri bin Abdul Karim, Pustakawan IKIM, yang telah saya amanahkan untuk mewujudkan special collection ini. Exertion in this project is not without the anticipated reward, the establishment of this special collection. Dengan lafaz Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, saya dengan amat sukacitanya merasmikan special collection on Islamic Civilization untuk IKIM Library pada pagi ini. Sekian, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih atas ucapan Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Pengerusi sebentar tadi.
Thank you Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun.
Para hadirin, untuk makluman, koleksi khas tamadun Islam yang ditempatkan di perpustakaan IKIM ini terdiri daripada 8,001 naskah karya penting dalam bidang tamadun Islam yang telah diperolehi pada tahun 2008. Dalam koleksi ini terdapat 912 naskah nadir yang diterbitkan sebelum tahun 1950, termasuk karya-karya yang dicetak seawal kurun ke-17, 18 dan 19 Masihi. Koleksi dalam 20 bahasa ini tidak hanya tertumpu kepada masyarakat Islam di semenanjung tanah Arab, tetapi turut meliputi masyarakat Islam di Turki, Parsi, benua India, Utara Afrika dan Spanyol serta Kepulauan Melayu.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to that IKIM Library Special Collection on Islamic Civilization consists of 8,001 manuscripts of important works in the field of Islamic civilization, which was acquired since the year 2008. In this collection, there are 912 rare copies which were published before 1950, including works which were printed as early as the 17th, 18th and 19th centuries in the Gregorian calendar.
Tanpa melengahkan masa, majlis dengan hormatnya menjemput Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun bersama-sama tetamu jemputan khas dan penonton yang sedang mengikuti majlis secara dalam talian untuk tayangan video koleksi tamadun Islam.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we would like to invite Tun Ahmad Sarji, our distinguished guest, as well as our live streaming audience to watch a video presentation on IKIM Library's special collection on Islamic civilization.
Sama-sama kita saksikan tayangan video.
One of the most important and valuable collections in IKIM's library is the special collections of Islamic civilization.
This collection is a special collection which may impress scholars and researchers from all around the world.
give you a chance to understand the background of the society.
It is imperative that we study these treasures to reclaim our lost wisdom from the past.
Assalamualaikum and greetings. I am Muhammad Zafri bin Abdul Karim and welcome to IKIM Library. IKIM Library was established in 1992. Now the library has collections of more than 40,000 volumes in various disciplines of knowledge, classical and modern, religious, philosophical and scientific. One of the most important and valuable collection in library is the special collection of Islamic Civilization, totaling 8,001 copies. This special collection was originally the personal collections of three scholars from the West in more than 20 languages.
This collection not only focus on only on Islam and not only cover Islamic issue of the civilization, but this collection give you chance to understand the background of the society when they accept Islam. The special characteristic of this collection, scientific, comprehensive and professional, make this collection very important and very valuable for anyone who is interested in Islamic civilization.
This collection is a special collection which may impress scholars and researchers from all around the world. Over here we have the Arabian Antiquities of Spain by James Kavanagh Murphy. It was published in installment from 1813 to 1816. It is an impressive work on the art and architecture of Moorish Spain. It illustrates the mosque at Cordova, the bridge at Cordova, and the extraordinary complex at Alhambra. It contains scenic and architectural views, several plans and details of the ornaments, the inscriptions, and other decorations.
The Islamic Civilization collection at IKIM Library is one of the few in Southeast Asia that represents the Muslims' achievements, mainly in the domains of art, literature and history. It consists of limited editions, rare books and a rich journal collection. It is important that we study these treasures to reclaim our lost wisdom from the past.
A library is like a bridge that connects us to great civilizations so that we could learn the wisdom of the past to build a better future for our generations. With that note, we hope to see you at IKIM Library.
Para hadirin, dengan berakhirnya tayangan video sebentar tadi, tibalah masanya untuk acara perasmian pelancaran koleksi khas tamadun Islam ini. Dengan segala hormatnya, sekali lagi majlis menjemput Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Ahmad Sarji bin Abdul Hamid untuk merasmikan pelancaran koleksi khas tamadun Islam ini, diiringi oleh Yang Berbahagia Datuk Dr. Azizan binti Baharudin, Ketua Pengarah IKIM.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the end of the video presentation, we will now proceed to the launching ceremony of IKIM Library Special Collection on Islamic Civilization. For that, once again, we would like to cordially invite the Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Ahmad Sarji bin Abdul Hamid, accompanied by Datuk Dr. Azizan Baharudin, to officiate the launch of IKIM Library Special Collection on Islamic Civilization.
Dipersilakan dengan segala hormatnya. amat berbahagia Tun.
Thank you very much, Amat Bahagiatun, to Ahmad Sarji for gracefully launching the IKIM Library Special Collection on Islamic Civilization.
Para hadirin sekalian, adalah tidak lengkap jika tidak disaksikan sendiri keberadaan koleksi khas tamadun Islam yang terpelihara rapi di perpustakaan IKIM.
For your information, in order to preserve the collection, IKIM has taken the best measures to ensure the books remain in their finest condition.
Oleh itu, dengan segala hormatnya, majlis menjemput Yang Berbahagia Datuk Dr. Azizan binti Baharudin, Ketua Pengarah IKIM, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Azmi bin Abdul Aziz, dan Yang Amat Arif Datuk Dr. Haji Muhammad Naim bin Haji Mokhtar untuk bersama-sama Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Pengerusi melawat bilik nadir yang menempatkan koleksi khas tersebut.
Therefore, our pleasure to invite our special guest, together with Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Ahmad Sarji, Chairman of IKIM, to take a tour of the collection venue.
Dipersilakan. Para hadirin, sebelum kami mengakhiri majlis ini, bagi pihak penganjur, kami merakamkan setinggi penghargaan kepada Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Pengerusi, para tetamu kehormat dan juga penonton yang menyertai siaran ini secara dalam talian kerana turut bersama menjayakan program ini.
Alhamdulillah, with that we have concluded the launching ceremony of the IKIM Library Special Collection on Islamic Civilization. On behalf of the organisers, we would like to express our utmost appreciation to Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Ahmad Sarji, the Chairman of IKIM, our distinguished guests, as well as our live streaming audience for participating in today's program.
Semoga bertemu lagi dalam program IKIM yang akan datang. Kami sudahi dengan wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.